Hey, how are you? I'm going to be reading from this book, Leadership Theory and Practice by Northouse. I'm in Chapter 5, page 114. This is the summary. Chapter 5, page 114. Situational leadership is a perspective approach to leadership that suggests how leaders can become effective in many different types of organizational settings involving a wide variety of organizational goals. This approach provides a model that suggests to leaders how they should behave based on the demands of a particular situation. Situational leadership 2 classifies leadership into 4 styles. S1 is high directive, low supportive. S2 is high directive, high supportive. S3 is low directive, high supportive. And S4 is low directive and low supportive. The model describes how each of the 4 leadership styles applies to followers who work at different levels of development, from D1, low in competence and high in commitment, to D2, low to some competence and low in commitment, to D3, moderately competent but lacking commitment, to D4, a great deal of competence and a high degree of commitment. Effective leadership occurs when the leader can accurately diagnose the development level of followers in a goal situation and then exhibit the prescribed leadership styles that matches the situation. Leadership is measured in this approach with questionnaires that ask respondents to assess a series of work-related situations. The questionnaires provide information about the leader's diagnostic ability, flexibility, and effectiveness. They're useful in helping leaders to learn about how they can change their leadership style to become more effective across different situations. There are 4 major strengths to the situational approach. First, it is recognized by many as a standard for training leaders. Second, it is a practical approach which is easily understood and easily applied. Third, the approach sets forth a clear set of prescriptions for how leaders should act if they want to enhance their leadership effectiveness. Fourth, situational leadership recognizes and stresses that there is not one best style of leadership. Instead, leaders need to be flexible and adapt their style to the requirement of the situation. Criticisms of situational leadership suggest that it also has limitations. Unlike many other leadership theories, this approach does not have a strong body of research findings to justify and support the theoretical underpinnings on which it stands. As a result, there is ambiguity regarding how the approach conceptualizes certain aspects of leadership. It is not clear and explain how followers move from developing levels to developed levels, nor is it clear on how commitment changes over time for followers. Without the basic research findings, the validity of basic prescriptions for matching leader styles to followers' development levels must be questioned. In addition, the model does not address how demographic characteristics affect followers' preferences for leadership. Finally, the model does not provide guidelines for how leaders can use this approach in group settings as opposed to one-to-one context. Cool, so that's chapter 5. That is in situational leadership, chapter 5. That's page 114. That is the summary. All right, situational leadership.